Good morning, Coolest Coast. It's time for coffee with Kristin and Tina. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee with Kristin and Tina. We're your hosts. This is Kristin Odell. I'm Tina Prigge. So happy to see you this morning.
Good morning. It looks like night.
Is it because of, I don't know, daylight savings time? We haven't had any shift, right? It's just a dim, dark morning.
This whole week, I said to Doug, we got up and walked this morning. There was maybe like a little bit of like sunshine peeking through, but I mean, it was pretty overcast. And I'm like, we've had overcast for 3 days. Like, give me the sun back.
I know. The sun just does so much for attitude, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just been so dreary. Which, I picked a little bit brighter color. You definitely are full of color today. Did you get your haircut?
I did. Yeah, I did. Does it
Is
look shorter? Does it look curlier?
It looks shorter. And yes, look at this natural curl. Have you always had that?
I have not. It's I guess a silver lining of everything that I've been through, right? So I initially lost a lot of hair, and now it's come back, and it's come back all like curly.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. It's
Do
so
you,
different.
I was going to say, do you like it?
I think it's fun. In high school, I paid scads of money to have perms.
Oh man, if you just close your eyes and think real hard, can you smell a perm?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Right?
And I can still smell. So in my era of high school was when there were those, we call them clickers, and they were handheld, like you put them in your purse, curling irons that were butane powered, right? So you click it, and then like you could go in the bathroom in between classes and curl your hair. That was insane.
I have not heard of this. Butane powered curling irons.
Yeah, yeah. So like every girl had one in her bag, right? At school, in your locker. You
How did these
couldn't
ever go away? Did people's purses start on fire or anything?
I can't imagine that it was safe. I don't recall any instances of that, but like I mean, can you imagine like hundreds of girls clicking these butane powered things on in a school?
Yeah, I mean, now I feel like they could have a rechargeable battery in them. I'm super curious about this. Not that I need a, curling iron, but wow. Wowza.
Yeah, I'm shocked to recall how much time was spent worrying about those things too. And yeah, viewers, I can't remember when clickers like went out of style, but I think by the time I was in college, I never heard about anybody using them anymore.
So if you
So
use this, so we use like thermocells when we go camping, which has a butane cartridge in it, which you ignite, and they have like a little like scent pad. And we use it for like mosquitoes and black flies and gnats so that we don't have to like put spray right on our skin, it kind of
smart.
creates a zone. But they are really hot. Like the tops of them are hot when they're burning. And even when they're done, you have to like be careful to let them cool. So like what did one do with the curling iron when you were done with it?
I know, that's a good question. I mean, I think it came in its own like plastic sleeve, right? So you'd like click it out, you'd click it on, you'd do your thing, and I think you clicked it back in. But, you know, at that age, safety isn't even on your mind. And so thinking back, I wonder
Very, very interesting.
because it had to stay hot for a while.
Oh yeah. Yes. I mean, even if it was like 10 or 15 minutes, like are you putting the hot butane curling iron like in your purse or in your backpack or
Yeah. Okay, viewers, help me remember. What did we do with these?
so I'm an 80s child and I do not have any memory of a butane curling iron.
I've got to go online and see like if there's any history of
I
this.
mean, I'm sure you could find the history of it or like pictures of it, but you have officially blown my mind this morning. Only a couple minutes
Awesome.
in.
That's not easy to do. And
What?
I can't remember the product's actual name, right? Everyone just called it a clicker because it had this click sound to click it on.
That's great. That is so great. Well, congrats on the beautiful curls.
Thank you.
I think
Thank
you
you.
wear it well. It's adorable.
So of course, the longer the hair gets, the more they drag down, right? So my mom just snipped my hair a little bit to give them a little bounce.
I love that. Knowing, when did you know that it was going to be curly?
Um,
Like, is this a
hmm.
newer thing as your, because I feel like hair
Yeah,
takes a while to come in, right?
maybe in the last 3 months or so.
Mm. So, like, would you get a haircut more to, like, emphasize the curls,
Maybe.
the va-va-voom of your
Boop, boop, be no, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. I'm still, like, just in the discover like, I keep expecting that it's not gonna last, right? Like, that, "Oh, I just slept on it a certain way and it crunched up or something," but,
and then you wake up and it's still beautiful.
aw, you're too kind.
That Nora came home last night from soccer practice, and because of the humidity, when it's really humid out, her hair gets curly, and she had all these great little, like, kind of ringlets, and it's not all over, but, just, like, especially the ones, like, around the outside of her head, she was all, like, really tightly curled last night from practice.
Oh, cute. Do either you or Doug have naturally curly hair?
I do not. Mine is, like, baby hair. And I think Doug's does have some curl or wave to it. If his was longer, I feel like it would definitely do
Interesting.
that.
Does
So
she like the curls when they show up?
I don't know. That's a great question. Like, I think it's cute, but what your 11-year-old wants to be cute. So
Well, and it's funny because I feel like, thinking back growing up, the girls like that had straight hair wanted to do everything to have curly hair, but the girls who had curly hair, they wanted to do everything to have straight hair. So it's an example of not being happy with what we've got.
that's right. That is right. Very.
Hey, talking about not being happy with what we've got, tell me about your laundry here.
Wait, the picture didn't come up. Can you see
Oh,
it?
did it? I can see it.
Well, maybe it's me. Maybe
Oh,
it's my problem. As long as you can hear me, that's all that really matters. There
I'm
it
gonna
is.
take it. Oh, oops, I'm gonna put it back up. Okay, there we go.
So we did a ton of laundry last weekend. It was like our first full weekend home. And this is my like condition.
So I know that you're distressed about this condition because you have a bunch of single socks without a matchup. But can I say, as a one-legged girl, this is like my dream closet.
Had I thought about it before, I should have just dropped them off at your house for you because these are Bombas socks. They're super good quality socks, like very nice to wear. They keep your feet warm. Some of them have like a little bit of compression in the middle of the foot, which just feels really good. And I somehow like I think either there's like a dryer monster that has stolen these, or they like I've gone through the kids each have like a bin that has like socks and underwear. And I've gone through all their bins, but like how does this many go missing? And why are they all mine?
Oh no, these are all your socks?
Yeah, these are all mine.
And so did you just get rid of them because you don't have the match?
Yes, I threw them away.
Oh no.
I
Yeah,
know.
next time I'll be your sock rescue. But so did you make sure, like, what if they show up now?
Well, if they show up now, they're going to be single like the other ones. But like I've had these.
All the single socks, all the single socks, all the
Right. The pink maybe is newer to the party, but the other three I've like had in my drawer for a year.
So when you did laundry, did you do it with any sheets or towels or anything like that? Like, is it possible that they're statically clung to something else?
I mean, yes, that's always a possibility. But like after that much time, it's like they're officially gone.
Wow, done. All
Oh, is it
right.
sad?
I know, and it's such a beautiful collection. You're right, those look like great quality socks.
They're fun colors. I'm just like, and it always seems to be mom's things, right? Why is that?
I don't know. What is up with this dryer monster? And why is it always socks?
Yeah. It's not even that. I feel like it's my clothes that like I am missing a shirt right now. Now I have three girls, so there's a very strong possibility it's in a drawer or a closet, but like my favorite things always seem to go missing.
Oh, do you share clothes amongst the three of you?
Oh, I don't. But the universe seems to pluck them away from me.
I don't have an answer.
You're a lady in a man's house, so there's probably not any jockeying to get your clothing. I
So do
mean, I
you
would imagine. I don't want to assume that using your teeth are trying to steal your clothes.
think? Yeah, no, I think they're pretty safe. I think just because they wouldn't even fit, right? I'm a totally different size than those guys, but
Right. That's
so do
so
you think
fun.
like would Grace wear your clothes if she had the chance?
I mean, there's some that she would, but there's plenty that she has no interest in, right?
Okay. I remember my mom and I sharing clothes in high school.
Really?
But so I wonder if she had that feeling like, dang it, there goes my shirt again or something.
I don't know. Yeah, one of them I've like gone through their closets, like where could it possibly go? Where could it have gone?
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, so the shirt I'm wearing, actually, I got this 25 years ago. I went to Poland, and so I got it at a market in Krakow, and I gave it to my
That's,
mom. And so then she just recently gave it back to me. She's like, I don't think I'm gonna wear this anymore. So
it's beautiful.
thank you.
I love all the colors. I just love the. It looks like embroidery on there. Is that?
It
Am I seeing?
is. Yeah.
I mean, it just has this like beautiful detail to it, and it looks good with your skin tone.
Thank you.
Like
Oh,
I
you're
don't know
so
that I
kind.
could pull white off. You like pull it off so beautifully.
Thanks. I often don't wear white at all, so that's nice to hear.
Yeah, your mom is always a queen, like clothing fashionista.
She is. She's got it
Always
going on.
together. Yeah, I don't get it. Diane, you look so good all the time. How is that possible?
Yeah, we do a chair yoga class together at the senior center on Mondays. And so I dress for yoga, right? Like I've got like just a skirt and a ratty old t-shirt on, and she's like dressed to the nines doing her yoga. I'm like,
Is she
wow.
does she wear like workout clothes and she has like cute workout outfits, or is she like doing it in dress pants and a
She'll wear
nicer?
like capri pants that you could totally go out to lunch in afterwards or
Sure.
something. And then usually a t-shirt, but like just a t-shirt with a cute cut, cute style,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
Like she could be maybe going to yoga or she could be having lunch with the girls at the courthouse pub. Like you
Hey,
could go
listen,
either
it sounds
way.
like she's dressed for anything. Do
That's
both.
right. That's right.
Do both.
Right, right. Exactly.
Ugh.
Hey, Kristen, you went camping, right? And you were telling us about your excellent adventures. And you shared a picture that I then didn't have a chance to share last week. And
Mm.
it's kind of mysterious. Let me pull it up. Can you tell us what are we looking at? I know this is camping related.
Can you hear me? I'm experiencing the wheel of death currently.
Oh no.
Keep talking. I can hear you.
Okay, good morning, Mary. Thanks so much for watching.
Good morning, Mary. There we go.
Okay,
We're
Kristen,
back.
are you able to see the picture that's on the screen?
Yes. We
It
didn't talk
says
about this last week.
the Tower Company Incorporated, Manitowoc, Wisconsin. What is this? And like, where were you? You weren't in Manitowoc when you saw this, right?
We were not in Manitowoc. This particular picture was taken, I'm thinking, this picture was taken in Hudson, Wisconsin when we pulled in. We were filling our camper with fresh water, clean water. And I see this little thing on here. Tina, do you know whose business this? I'm going to say was because it was just sold.
Oh, it was. It was Chris Corneli's.
It's Chris Corneli's business for a very long time. She is affectionately known as the diva of dump stations. Yeah,
So,
her nephew is now running that business, but another thing proudly sold and assembled and right here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
so this is part of a dump station. Like this is how you empty the tanks on
So
the.
this thing is kind of tall, and you can see it has a spring in it. It's flexible, and then on the end of that there is a hose, and you just kind of bend it over. And so we were using it to fill our freshwater tank in this case. So that would be called potable water.
Oh,
But yes, at dump stations, when you have to empty your tanks, your holding tanks on the camper, then there's typically like flushing water, non-potable, and but that's what the Tower Company produces. They sell them right here out of Manitowoc, Wisconsin, and so I actually sent that picture to Chris and said, "We're thinking of you, my little poo queen." So it's just fun, kind of like ice machines, to see things from Manitowoc,
I love to see the impact of Manitowoc out in the world.
right? And cool people. Like Chris is a really cool person.
Yeah, agreed. And it's interesting because it's such a niche, right? It's almost something you wouldn't even think about, but yet without
Yes.
it, how would you do what you have to do? So yeah.
So if you happen to peruse through a campground or a marina, sometimes a gas station, and there's a dump station there, take a look and see if it's from the tower company in Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
I'm glad you shared that image because for years I knew what she did, but I had no idea what that meant, like what it
Mm,
looked like, so even if I had been to a campground, I wouldn't have known what I was looking for. So thank
sure.
you.
I have another picture of Doug. It's kind of a joke to take a picture of him when he's emptying our poo tanks and text it to his family. Like, this is just kind of, there's always a shitter's full joke there. So I have a couple of other pictures that might show it better just for our viewers in case they're not familiar with it. So I will text that to you and we can look at it next week.
Okay, awesome. Hey, you shared this picture. Tell me about this Bay Beach West End train ride modification.
Okay, so we went up to Bay Beach last Friday, the 15th. It was one of their special nights where they're open till 10 o'clock. So it was super cool because we got to be there when all the ride lights were on. Like we've never
Oh,
gone in the evening. We've always been there during the day. So very like county fair vibes. And I noticed this picture. And so they're doing a renovation project right now where this train ride will be fully accessible. And then it's going to go to a fully accessible playground, all inclusive playground,
awesome.
which I think is really cool. So yeah, they're was construction fencing up, but so they're replacing kind of the West End tot train. It says with a larger wheelchair accessible passenger train with bench seating. Um, and then the train is going to be a train ride, and it's going to go to this new. It's going to have a train depot, a fully accessible, all inclusive playground, and then it says like ADA compliant restrooms. So,
I
like,
love it.
I thought of you. Then I thought, like, well, that's very cool and I love it, but it's like one ride at Bay Beach, right? So, like, then my mind was like, could more things be transitioned to be more inclusive or accessible,
Yeah, yeah. And
right?
did you come up with
I didn't. I
okay.
Some of them are all flat and just with like some assistance you could easily transition somebody into rides, but some of them because of steps like the tilt-a-whirl has steps going up to it and steps coming off,
Mm,
much more challenging. But it's really cool because even for people with strollers and little kids, like it's a lot to like unpack kids and grab a diaper bag and like, okay, we're gonna go, so like I just think it's really cool that it's like a step in the inclusive direction.
right, right. And inclusive doesn't just necessarily mean somebody that's in an assistive device, right? It is so beneficial for so many scenarios in the world,
Absolutely.
right?
Yep.
Like you
So it
said,
made
with the
me,
stroller, for example, just I
yeah,
love that. I love to see society thinking in that way.
absolutely. So hopefully it is the beginning of more opportunities for it to be an inclusive spot because it's just really so much fun.
Yeah, and how fun at night. You're right. I don't think I've ever been there at night either.
Yeah, like all the lights were on. Um, we rode the Zippin Pippin like at dusk. It wasn't like totally dark yet, but the sun was going down, which was just really fun. And we talked about going there in the dark, like really later in the evening once it was dark, dark out, because it was open until 10 o'clock. But as the night went on, it got very, very busy and the lines got very long. And so we ended up kind of heading out.
So like everybody had the same idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Were
It's
how were the mosquitoes? Were the mosquitoes
non
bad or was
existent. Nope.
it
It just was really hot. It was like one of those nights where like the air was just like heavy and not really moving and it was like 80 degrees and we're all like walking around sweaty and disgusting and but
even the mosquitoes were like, "Forget this. We're taking the night off."
yeah, I think now a lot of it is like blacktop or pavement there, so there's not a lot of if you got into like the playground areas or the picnic areas, maybe it would have been worse. But in the main part there, a lot of it is concrete or blacktop, so maybe that is why it wasn't as bad. I
Hmm.
don't,
Oh, that makes sense. Interesting. So was
but it
this
was
then the same adventure? being at Lambeau Field?
Yes. Yeah. So we like dug it off around noon and we headed up to Green Bay and we did some like back to school shopping. The girls needed shoes, so we did shoes. And then we hit the pro shop and walked around at Lambeau. So it's on the 31st. So we actually have another show before this, but Doug and I's 17th wedding anniversary is on the 31st. And so we try to kind of always around this time make a pilgrimage up to Lambeau Field. So we got married at Lambeau on the club
Oh,
level balcony overlooking the atrium floor.
I don't think I
Yeah.
knew that. Okay, that's cool.
Yes. So it's just kind of a fun thing to like be up there and, reminisce a little bit with the girls. And so we hit up the pro shop and just walked around the atrium and stuff. And it was
So
beautiful.
it's extra special, and because there's that reason, right? Like, your lore includes Lambeau Field, and so I love that you, like, annually make a pilgrimage. Jason and
Yes.
I do that on our anniversary too, right? We go back to the same spot where we had our ceremony, and we dance to a certain song, and just I don't know, it's like a way to sort of reaffirm and, like, retie that knot, if you will, like,
Yes. And just
"Yes, I choose you, I continue to choose you."
yes, and it's like this special connection point of like we were here at that moment doing the thing. Okay, you guys just celebrated an anniversary. What day is your anniversary?
August 14th, 21
August
years.
21 years.
Thank you. And
Yay.
yours is what day? August 16th?
The 31st.
Oh, August 31st. Okay.
So it's coming up yet, but it just worked for us to get up there. Um so this year was extra special for your anniversary, right?
Well, it was because last year, obviously everything, was out the window, right? All of
Yes.
the plans that we had, it was our 20th last year, so we actually were going to go out to the redwoods. We had all these travel plans. Everything got scuttled, and even being able to return to the spot where we got married and dance totally scuttled because I was in the hospital. And
Right.
so this year it was like, let's do it. Come hell or high water, like, let's figure this out. And so we talked about, like, is it going to be in a wheelchair? Can I do it with a standing walker? And we figured out it was so slow and so careful, but I felt so safe in Jason's arms. He helped me walk a few steps from the car onto the grass because we got married outside right on the lakeshore by the yacht club, and we were able to dance. And by dance now, it was just more of like a little bit of a sway, but even to get that and to keep balancing was, yeah,
Yes.
there was a lot of tears, but it was really good.
Oh my gosh. And like all those little baby steps outside your house that you've talked about allowed like helped you be in that spot this year
Yeah, exactly.
to do that.
Exactly. And that was
Oh,
my first time standing on grass, right? Like, experiencing that uneven terrain. Now,
mm,
again, I wasn't doing it just by myself, right? Like, Jason was there supporting me, but it gives me hope and that experience, right? And, like, I'm coming.
that's right. How did it feel to be on grass for the first time?
um, it was wet. I was like, "Oh no, my shoes are gonna get wet." No, I was really happy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What a special moment.
Yeah, it really was, right? And but that kind of pilgrimage and that sort of keeping it alive.
Hmm.
Uh, Mary, thank you. Yeah, such a beautiful moment.
Well, and just also, I mean, I know we've talked a lot about your recovery over the last year, but Jason's also a year ago, Jason wasn't walking on his leg either. And just for both of you to have the freedom because you've worked incredibly hard to get to the point where you can both do that together is just super sweet.
Yeah. So next year the goal is to not only sway but to possibly turn. So stand by. We'll have to let you know how
Yeah,
that works.
I
So
love it. Congratulations.
thank you. Speaking of our anniversaries, speaking of how much we love our partners, I was reading a book yesterday, and this word, limerence, actually, they used the adjective, they used limerent. And I'm like, what? And I kind of thought that this is what they meant, but I had to look it up because I've never heard it before. But I feel like this is the feeling I have when I first saw Jason or when I still see Jason, right? The state of being infatuated or obsessed with another person, typically experienced involuntarily and characterized by a strong desire for reciprocation of one's feelings, but not primarily for a sexual relationship.
Yep. It's just that, like, if I can use the word I was going to say infatuation, like just a draw, right? You're just like drawn to them. And I think, um, it's almost like a state of like not being able to see anything else.
Yeah. That's a great way to describe it.
Limerence.
So it kind of reminds me too of like the word shimmer, like shimmerance. Like there's something that just shimmers about them that just draws
Yes.
your attention, that holds your attention.
Yeah, you just go from like being able to be attentive to all these things to like, this is, my eyes are on this thing, this person, this individual, and nothing else.
And okay, what's funny in this word? Look at the origin. It's from limmer, apparently an arbitrary syllable.
What? I don't even know what that means. What's an arbitrary syllable?
Arbitrary is just something like made up, something random.
So it has no origin.
Yeah. So like limmer isn't based on Latin or based on some old French or something.
Somebody just literally picked the word.
They're like, oh, look at you. You've got a limmer about you.
Oh my gosh. Have you used that word to describe Jason in a sentence?
Barb says, hi from Chair Yoga. Love the podcast. Thanks, Barb.
Good morning, Barb.
I just learned limerence yesterday, so I have not had a chance to like use it in the wild. Can you use it in a sentence?
Not yet, but let me think about it. I might get it in before the end.
Okay. Viewers, can you use limerence or the adjective limerent in a sentence?
I mean, I definitely, with a high schooler in a house, feel the realness of that like young love, right? Like I feel like limerent comes into play when you're really young and it's kind of like your first, or there's like this inexperience with it. That's kind of where that,
Yes.
like
There's so much in the world that's limerent at that point.
I'm gonna throw all of myself into this, right? Versus, as we go on through relationships, we get maybe a little bit smarter, our prefrontal cortex develops, so maybe the emotions are not as feisty, and we get a little more logical in our thinking.
And but also because it says it's not for like a sexual relationship, right? I think that this could be used even when you just feel like an intense connection, right? Like remember that time we did Snoga? It
Yeah.
was like you were limerent, right? Like we were just drawn to each other. Like
Well,
we
we
have to
were
connect.
drawn, but like not stalkery, not like obsessed, right?
No, right.
So like I feel like there's another word in between there. Like limerent feels, it says
Oh,
obsessed or infatuated.
obsessed. Oh, I see.
I would just say like that feels like there's a level of intensity there,
Right.
right? Like we met, we hit it off. We didn't necessarily make any plans then, but then our paths crossed again a couple of months later. And then we were like, oh my gosh, right? And now here we are, how many years later, right? So it wasn't like, what's your name? And I'm stalking you and trying to like position myself. You know what I mean? Like it's different.
Right, 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 right. What is below limerent?
Right. Ooh, let's research that over the next week and then, you know.
Hey, we were talking about like the tower company representing for Manitowoc or Manitowoc Ice. So the Japanese students, 6 of them came to Manitowoc, and now they've gone back to Japan, and they shared this photo. So this is the Japanese students on the right, her mom is on the left, and you can see she's holding some of the souvenirs that she brought back. So this Manitowoc, Wisconsin handkerchief and like some Farm Wisconsin goodies. So that's in Japan. Isn't that cool?
Can we just talk about how her mom looks like her sister?
I know. Don't they look just alike?
Beautiful, beautiful ladies. They clearly don't age at all. I don't know what's in the water in Japan, but
Yeah.
yes. Did you get to see or visit with any of them while they were here?
I did a little bit, and they were just so sweet. And I got to accompany them down to the airport, which
Yeah.
that was really cool to have that dedicated time.
That's right. So Doug and I were very blessed to get to go on a walk/roll with you last week. And we got to hear about this a little bit. Can you just tell the viewers a little bit about experience? Because you got to go through security for the first time in your wheelchair.
Yeah, so because it was 6 minors that we were responsible for to make sure they got on that flight to get back to Japan, we talked to the gate agents and said, "We'd like to accompany them all the way to the gate." So they gave us gate passes, which meant we had to go through TSA. So going through TSA is one of the things that's been on my mind as a, "Oof, can I travel someday? Like, what's that gonna be like?" So I had a lot of anxiety about it, and the experience was the complete opposite, right? Like, as soon as I even got close, like, as I was just rolling up, they had already seen me. They unhooked, like, a different place for me to go through. They're like, "Oh, come right this way." And a woman came, she's like, "I'm gonna push you." And she got my chair and, like, rolled me exactly where we needed to go, like, cut in front of others. I felt kinda bad about that, but, like, like, I really
Tina,
felt
earn that spot.
there was just so much courtesy. Then, it was a full pat down because I couldn't go through one of the machines, and so that was interesting. I'm like, "Don't say it, don't say it. Can I have a cigarette when we're done?"
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
but, it gave me a lot of confidence that, you know what, someday when I'm ready, because we ended up being all the way at the gate, right, watching the students get on the plane, so the plane is right there, like, that's just the next step was getting onto the plane.
Yeah. I'm just so I loved hearing about it, first of all, and how positive it was. And I'm so excited about just even in your mind, the possibility, doors of possibility that opened, knowing that that was a pretty smooth experience. And like, yeah, the plane is just steps away or rolls away from there.
It was eye-opening to see that there is that care and concern and, like, level of support for
Mhm.
people that have any kind of, you know, issue or difference.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so cool.
Hey, Chris said, "I think I missed the Tower Company reference." Chris, you're gonna have to rewatch from the beginning.
We love you, Chris. Yes. We love you. Congrats on a many, many years of a successful business from right here in Manitowoc.
Oh, here's a sample using limerence, Lori. Her intense limerence for him made every glance feel like a spark, igniting her heart, leaving her breathless with longing.
Wowza.
That is so good, Lori, wow.
This feels like a sentence from a spicy romance novel.
Lori, did you just discover this in a spicy romance novel, or did you create this yourself? Are
That
you living a spicy romance novel?
Ooh, yeah, maybe. Maybe she is.
I
Maybe
love
Keith
this.
is spicing up her life regularly.
That is a great quote.
That is
Oh,
really good.
Kristen, holy smokes. I just realized we've like used up so much time. Oh, before we sign off, I have to Jason and I were going through Sheboygan the other day on the way back from Chicago, and this adorable couple had this fun little vehicle right next to the lake. I just thought it was really cool to see them enjoying the
I
summer.
love it. Yeah, I laughed when I saw this. You texted me that picture last night. My favorite part is they have like their coolers on the front and they're like totally hanging out and enjoying it.
And Rocky said, "Morning. Did I walk in during poetry hour again?" Rocky,
Ooh.
yes. Please craft a sentence that uses the word luminant. No, luminance? Is that the word?
Limerent. Limerent.
Limerence. Limerence. Here's the word. Limerence or limerent as the adjective.
Or she could write a haiku about limerence.
Limerence. Oh, yeah, it could be done.
Totally could be done.
Rocky, that is your mission if you choose to accept it.
We will show it in the show next week because we've run over time already today.
This was so fun. Thanks for the great conversation. Even though it is a dim, dark day, you have just totally brightened it.
I know. Same. It's always fun starting with you. Thank you guys for coming on early. I have like back to school things to do with the girls today. We've got haircuts and other errands that we have to run. And so Tina was so kind to flex her schedule a little bit. And, hopefully soon here we won't have any more schedule changes.
We can't promise, but
I mean, we
thanks.
are we are moms and wives and business owners at the end of the day.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for participating. So good to see everyone. We'll see you next time on Coffee with Kristen and Tina. Bye all.
Bye, guys.